On June 13, 2006, in North Vancouver, British Columbia, a baby boy named Macklin Richard Celebrini was born. At the time, nobody knew they were looking at one of hockey's brightest future stars. To his parents, Rick and Robin Celebrini, he was simply another child joining a close-knit athletic family. But as the years passed, it became clear that Macklin wasn't just playing hockey, he was falling in love with it. Macklin grew up surrounded by sports. His father, Rick Celebrini, had been a professional soccer player before becoming a sports medicine specialist. Eventually, Rick would become director of sports medicine and performance for the Golden State Warriors in the NBA. That career would end up changing Macklin's life in a big way. Because of his father's work, the family moved from Vancouver to the San Francisco Bay Area. While many Canadian kids dream of wearing a Vancouver Canucks jersey, Macklin suddenly found himself living in California. Rather than slowing his development, the move gave him new opportunities to train and compete at a high level. He played with the San Jose Junior Sharks, unknowingly beginning a connection with the organization that would later draft him first overall. Unlike many stories of athletes overcoming extreme poverty, Macklin didn't grow up broke. His family was financially stable thanks to his father's successful career in professional sports medicine. But having resources didn't guarantee success. His parents still emphasized discipline, humility, education, and hard work. They supported his dream, but they also made sure nothing was handed to him. Growing up, hockey wasn't his only interest. Being raised in an athletic household meant he was exposed to different sports and elite athletes from a young age. Watching professionals train taught him that talent alone wasn't enough. The best athletes showed up every day, even when nobody was watching. As he got older, Macklin's skill level separated him from almost everyone around him. After spending time with the San Jose Junior Sharks, he attended the famous Shattuck St. Mary's School in Minnesota, a hockey powerhouse that has produced numerous NHL stars. There he exploded offensively, scoring 50 goals and adding 67 assists in just 52 games. Scouts everywhere began talking about the young Canadian center. His next stop was the Chicago Steel of the USHL. Instead of simply fitting in, Macklin dominated. He recorded 86 points in a single season and became the highest-scoring under-17 player in league history. By season's end, he accomplished something almost unheard of, winning Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and Forward of the Year in the same season. College hockey came next. Rather than jumping directly into professional hockey, Macklin committed to Boston University. It proved to be the perfect decision. As a freshman, he immediately became one of the best players in all of college hockey. He led by example, produced points at an incredible rate, and won the Hobey Baker Award, presented annually to the best player in NCAA men's hockey. Even more impressive, he became the youngest player ever to win the award. By this point, NHL teams already knew who the top prospect for the 2024 draft would be. On draft night, the San Jose Sharks selected Macklin Celebrini with the first overall pick. It was a full-circle moment. Years earlier, he'd skated in the Sharks youth program after moving to California. Now he was the future face of the franchise. His transition to the NHL showed why so many believed he was a generational talent. Despite being one of the youngest players in the league, he played with confidence, intelligence, and maturity well beyond his age. He quickly became one of San Jose's most exciting players, earning a spot on the NHL All-Rookie team and finishing as a finalist for the Calder Memorial Trophy after a standout rookie season. His success wasn't limited to the NHL. Macklin also represented Canada internationally. He played at the World Junior Championship, the IIHF World Championship, and later became the youngest NHL player to represent Canada at the 2026 Winter Olympics. On one of hockey's biggest stages, he led the Olympic tournament in goals and helped Canada earn a silver medal. Off the ice, teammates and coaches often describe Macklin as calm, humble, and focused. Despite the growing attention surrounding him, he continues to emphasize improvement over fame. His family's support and values have remained a constant throughout his journey. So what's next? At just the beginning of his NHL career, Macklin Celebrini has already achieved what many players spend an entire lifetime chasing. First overall draft pick, Hobey Baker Award winner, NHL All-Rookie honors, international experience with Team Canada, and recognition as one of hockey's brightest young stars. The goals ahead are even bigger: winning the Stanley Cup, captaining an NHL franchise, competing for Olympic gold, representing Canada for years to come, and perhaps one day joining the legends, whose names inspired him when he first stepped onto the ice as a child. For most players, reaching the NHL is the dream. For Macklin Celebrini, it may only be the beginning.